MLEMU.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Welcome. Welcome in. Pebbles, thank you very much for 23 months. That's very cool. That's very good. I appreciate it. Hi, Goji. Hello, Dust. Hello, Mike. Hello, Minty. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all. How are you? How are you all? I hope you're well. It's good to be back. I didn't realize how much of a break I actually took. I didn't realize it's been 6 days since our last stream, which is quite a bit. It's what happens when we cancel streams. But it is July, which is pretty cool. The months are moving faster than I can keep up, and that's not okay. Hello, Mr. Handlebars. My goodness. That's detention. Oh, can I? If I can. I need bigger desk. I need a bigger desk space, just in general. Can you fit in there? Not really. What if I move you a little bit? I can just about get that settled in. That's annoying. Anyway. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a writing stream. But I'm feeling a little inspired. I had my writing club yesterday, and that went very well. It renewed in me a little bit of the inspiration. But obviously, as per the notification in Discord, July is our month of pushing for our sub points. For those who don't know the behind the scenes, Twitch has points allocated to the subscriptions. So tier 1 is 1 point, tier 2 is 2 points, tier 3 is 10 points, I believe, or 5. And at certain intervals, you get additional emote slots or benefits. And I want more emote slots. I'm pushing to get more emote slots because I want to get some emotes for Ruth and for me, Kita. There's a lot of King, and that's good. King is universally good. But I want more of us as a collective. So there are bonuses being awarded to those who gift 5 subs or more during the month of July. The details can be found in the announcements page in the Discord. I'm not going to go over it every stream, but I'll mention it now and then. 5 is the minimum. Anything else is super appreciated, but not necessary. But super appreciated. Most of that is going straight back in to the stream with the meme draw-overs. Which reminds me, Goji, I still need a meme as well to send to the artist. But yeah, so that's exciting. What other news have I got? I mean, in a personal news, I'm doing dry July. So I am not drinking a single drop of alcohol for the month of July. Main reasoning being money. I spend a lot on alcohol. I drink quite a bit. So I need a good month of just not. Health, sure, whatever. But like the financial side of things, you know, could do with a good buffer between drinking and not drinking again. And so we'll see. We'll see how that works. But yeah. Other than that, July is going to be a very busy month. I made a Blue Sky post about this, but my hours are going to be upped during July and going forward. So streams might change a little bit halfway through July, or nearer the end of July, about 17th to the 29th. I will be working 6 days a week. And then from that point onwards, my hours are up anyway, because it is holiday season. So probably going to be doing less streams or less intensive stuff in general, but I will not be taking an extended break or anything like that. I want to stream still. So hopefully nothing too crazy of a change. We hope anyway. We'll of course keep you all up to date if that changes. Anyway, finances over health. You do numbers in the US. I know, right? Time to blind you. Be blinded. Look at this empty page. Look at this empty page of yellow. Orange? Cream. Color. Yes. So this is gonna be weird. This is gonna be an odd thing. Hi, Yunsa. Hello, welcome on in. Good to see you. It's lightly tanned mustard. I like my mustard lightly tanned. So I kind of spoke about this in the Discord, but I'm realizing that I'm very burnt out with my current fantasy project. Just realizing that there's a reason, among a myriad of other problems, the burnout is stopping me from actually progressing much further with that story. I'm not getting rid of it for sure. Definitely not. That's a decade in the work. But I need a break. I think I need to step away from that world and write something else. And so that's what this stream is. Actually, I'm going to be just making like the rough plans for a new project. And I've got something very roughly planned. I want to write a bit about it today because I've been in this mood for a bit that I want to write this genre. You've sent it, cool, awesome, okie dokie. Okay, Goji, that's a good meme actually. That's good. That's gonna be a fun one to draw over, I think. I thought you were calling Keita lightly tanned mustard, and I was gonna agree. Am I lightly tanned mustard? I mean, I guess I am. What a descriptive phrase for somebody. To be lightly tanned mustard. But before I start writing this, I wanted to share with the class something that Discord has read before already. However, I showed this project at my writing club yesterday. It got good response. I'm happy. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to read it to you now before I do any writing. Get the vocal cords warmed up, because oh my god, talking is hard. So I just need to find it. That's even more yellow. Do we like more yellow? Or do we like less yellow? Less yellow. Less yellow. That is hard to say. More yellow, less. More mustard. More omelette. More is less is yellow. Lesser yellow, yellow lesser. Listerine. Lightly tanned or lightly burnt? I'll stick with this one for now. Okay, so this was written from the Story Engine deck. I'm not gonna shill the Story Engine deck for another writing stream. You all know what I'm talking about at this point when I mention the deck of cards, the world deck, the lore deck, which I now own, which is pretty cool, pretty pog, like it. This was from the writer's deck, the Story Engine. This was the prompt. A survivor wants to let go of an unlucky death, but they will never forgive themselves. Which, oh boy, did I go crazy. So this is what I will be reading. Hey, look, that's me. This is what I shall be reading out to you. Feel free to read ahead, but I will be audibly reading. You can treat me like an audiobook. Go get some cleaning done. Okay. Liquid oblivion. The rattling of the ribcage as the involuntary cough chastises the throat for being in the way of its escape. The pitiful shudder of a drowned liver, mopping up sorrow in overtime. The stench of routine permeates through sagging skin and lingers morose, a toxic reminder to the damage caused of the body. The unbearable shakes. The atom-splitting headache, threatening to wrench the very essence from the mind. This was Tom's morning. Tom's every morning, every other day. While his throbbing brain reconstituted and stitched together some semblance of life into his being again, a sound escapes his a sound escapes from his craggy dry lips and scratches at his throat with spiteful claws, a half-whispered moan. The moan carries with it a petulant scent, one that Tom connects to decay and rot, cheap booze making a return through his system. A standard routine for a non-standard man such as himself. The sensation of it leaving his mouth racks him with another shiver that threatens the upheaval of his entire stomach. He crushes that little rebellion just barely, and finds his eyes have been open for some time now. Oh, I should also give just a quick slight warning that this is, depressive writing. This is depressive, sad, pessimism, keep that in mind. Oblivion. That was all Tom knew. It was all he comprehended. Oblivion was with him while he slept, and oblivion was with him when he was awake. A decrepit, sallow individual like Tom deserved nothing but his little pocket of oblivion. That's what his insistent, hazy mind constantly reminded him, in fits and panics of the latest of hours when he couldn't sleep. It was also his first and only thought upon being dragged through the slush of waking up each morning. The second, more intrusive thought was always followed after, with a blunt knife to his memory. Tom Millard should not be alive. Sure, that thought occasionally got joined by a gaggle of side thoughts, all as loud as the first, simply lower in a pecking order. Venomous, leeching thoughts such as, Jerry Long should be alive, and it's your fault, your fault, your fault. This was an ingrained oblivion. The same way Tom knows that up is up, that oranges are orange, so too does he know, for an undeniable fact, that Tommy Millard shouldn't be breathing, thinking, existing. Yet constantly he retorted the notion of oblivion. Every day his eyes acclimated to the harsh light that beat at his retinas. A subtle but notable retaliation against his little sliver of agony. It would be easy. His mind conjures a multitude of grisly outcomes. It would be so easy to slip into that cold embrace of nothing. Sometimes his thoughts are occupied by tears that attack Tom's eyes like wet chalk. But not today. Today it's a blank stare into the grain of the ceiling above him. He's had enough of this. His brain becomes a bear trap to his soul as somewhere within him a new thought manifests. Like an anxious prey animal approaching a new watering hole for the first time, Tom barely wants to acknowledge it. Yet the thought is warm. It is lilacs and amber against a backdrop of black. And it's simple, too. This isn't his usual oblivion. It's a daring sliver of something Tom had long since drank away, long since abandoned at the doorstep. It was hope. Defiance. For the first time in, who could even say now, Tom felt the nibble of a spark, daring to emerge from the sludging abyss of his forever sinking psyche. It was the simplest form of hope that threatened to collapse his ever-shaking, alcohol-ridden atom. I want to move on now. The words slithered from his mouth without his consent, but he was glad to audibly hear it. I want to feel better. It was a vengeful thought that jabbed at Tom's oblivion with meek resolve. It wasn't the first time such a thought dared to rival the pit of ink that was his mind. The many corpses of previous thoughts and hopes lay quashed at this one's metaphorical feet. Even Tom, the owner of this squalid idea, scoffed. These moments were fleeting, pathetic. His kingly oblivion reminded him of this with the clack of empty bottles as he roused groggy. The hope would perish, starve against the endless agony of his own prison. So was the way of this cycle, the pit said. I've always been with you, swallowing any meager, foolish idea that might rouse against me. I am forever you. Yet a part of him, a painful, unrelenting moment, still wished for redemption. Wrapped so tightly within himself, he barely saw it these days. Barely felt the flicker of the candle that held its form together with his inky mess. Amongst a tepid ocean of grim liquid and cheap disregard, among the woes that belittled his thoughts, the stomach convulsion, his stomach convulsing every other night from its rapid of poison. He barely felt it. Wrapped up with memories thick with thorns, of gunsmoke, of veins and viscera, of order, compliance, service, of dingy bars and hubbub, all under the veil of something sinister, something malicious at work, hidden away from the masses until it springs to devour. And it all bore the glassy-eyed face of Jerry that sneered within Tom's mind, full of jealousy towards Tom's life. Even if this was nothing more than a caricature of the ink that swaddled his thoughts, it bore resemblance and stood against time enough to be ingrained as Jerry. This was the only way Tom remembered him now, as much as pulled whales from his lungs. This mangled memory of his partner and all the pain that protruded outward in cries and groans was the lock that kept this defiant growth hidden deep. You will never deserve that redemption, Tom's oblivion reminded him. Venom dripped from the frothing maw of the half-empty bottle that spilt beside him, keeping him in chains for another day. But this flickering of the candle that peered out from Jerry's glass eyes, the daring brush of the hope that stayed bottled deep, he felt it again, and again throughout this day that felt like every other day. No matter how much he swung at it to keep it away, it was for its own good, the blot of his mind garbled. It seemed to linger, just safe enough away that the flame remained visible. It was a gentle, maternal hand on his shoulder. It wasn't enough for now, but it stirred within Tom the biggest mix of want and rage. The want was his hollow form speaking for the first time, properly in years. The rage was his oblivion, so utterly distraught that it would be challenged. But the dregs of sand that became his day continued regardless of the battle he withered at. Another day had passed before his sunken eyes, oblivious to the world around him. That hope lingered, and maybe, just maybe for him, it wasn't the worst day of his life today. The oblivion pit within him screamed, feeling one of its dozens of chains weaken. Just another day to go. Something older than old spoke within his mind. His voice was a whisper, a careful and precise moment to speak exactly when he needed to hear it. Will persist. Another day to go. Hi, Pascal. Hello. And there we go. Are we all cheery? Are we all so happy with that? I hope you're well, Pascal. As the club mentioned yesterday, this piece is apparently very sinking, which was its intended emotion. So that's good. Means I'm getting the right emotion across. You're good. Excellent. But yeah, I just felt like sharing it. This isn't what I'm... Hi, so first off, screw you. Second off, more. I want to write more, yeah. I want to do more of this. This is one which is very difficult to write. Because... well, there's a very layered... layered connection to this writing, you know, which I find difficult to write, especially when I myself am avoiding alcohol for the month. But I can also use that as inspiration, I suppose. I want to write more. The club insisted I write more as well. I will. I have plans for where I would want this to go if I was to continue this. And it's not all going to be doom and gloom. There will be some moments of light in between the dark. Speaking of which, my favorite line here, my favorite line that I wrote in this was, where was it? Yeah, this one. This is my favorite line. Lilacs and amber against a backdrop of black is very fun. Can we read the book D's Big Nuts next? You may read it. I want to hear an audio recording, Pascal, of you reading that entire book, which I will then post to Discord so everyone can hear it. Yeah. Next up is writing. We were just taking a quick. You say that, but I had to deal with the tonal whiplash of being DM'd porn immediately after Kita finished reading. I mean, God, if that's not whiplash. Here's this super depressing piece. Balls. But yeah, I will. When I have the mental energy required to come back to this, I will do so. I might even do this on stream. I was very much inspired by Disco Elysium for this style of writing. I don't know if that really came through. I don't know if anyone knows Disco Elysium here, but the internal monologue style that was in Disco Elysium helped inspire this, because this is very much spoken from a seat of depression. Not that I have any idea or anything. This isn't a well, you know, there's a piece of my soul in all my writing, but whatever. I'm fine. You're fine. Shut up. No, yeah, the whole time I was thinking, Kita really vibed that much of Disco Elysium. I haven't even played that much of it. Like, it's been on the sideline while I play Clair Obscur, which also has some fantastic writing. But Disco Elysium had such a good, like, itch for my brain. I look forward. Just the writing style is so unique. And it's so detailed and beautiful. So who wants to write some gay noir? This new project that I'm working on is going to be a little gay noir. Yes, please. Awesome. So yeah, in taking my break from the fantasy, I would if I knew what noir was. Noir. Okay. Columbo. You know Columbo, Detective Columbo. That's noir. Think 1940s prohibition, private eye, detective agency, smoke whiskey, that sort of thing. Yeah, you know that vibe. Let me see what noir definition. I know of Columbo. So noir is a genre of crime, film, or fiction characterized by cynicism, fatalism, and moral ambiguity. Also, this music is a little loud. There we go. Oh my goodness. There you go. Here are some examples of noir fiction. Drive is noir? Whoa. I don't think I've ever watched a serious noir, just the parodies. Well, here's the thing. I absolutely love the parodies. Like the really stereotypical noir. You know, none of these. Okay, imagine like, okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm not very good at explaining it. So, I guess we'll go to Reddit. You know what? No, I don't like Reddit. I think Reddit's a terrible place. Crime Reads. Crime Reads will know. I don't want to become a member though. Thank you. So we have the private eye, you know, the detective. We have the femme fatale, the dangers of female desire. She was nothing but leg. She was all leg. She was a leggy creature. She was a maned wolf. I don't want to read more. Haunted by the past, faltering grasp on reality. Interesting. Oh yeah, gaslighting. Noir is Virgo. Noted. I mean, Virgo could very well fit a noir scene. She could very much be femme fatale. Yeah, pessimism. Dust, have you ever seen the Mafia games? Like the Mafia trilogy? That's probably the closest a game has gotten to a noir setting. Also, LA Noire, it's in the name. I know of them. I mean, so you get the gist. You get the general vibe. You get like the idea behind them, right? I sat where I usually sit, in my office. The only light was my cigarette and the moonlight coming from my blinds. I heard footsteps outside my door. A knock soon followed, and in stepped a gay man. I think I could recognize noir. Probably couldn't write it. Well, here. I have a piece of noir written, which you might vibe with. Here, let me read this one to you, Dust. Let me know if this clicks with you. A light but constant rain pitted against the grubby window, the inside of the office feeling just as drab and miserable as the outside world. The ceiling fan that spun sadly was doing a damn hard job to drown out the noise of the rain, but it offered little in the way of actual air. No surprises there. The only solace in this box of a room was that the office was so high up in the building that the sounds of the cars and the city itself was fainter, subdued and further away. Never far enough away, though. Ben Ryler sat at his desk in the very same office. The desk was messy, messier than its usual messy, which said plenty for Ben on its own. Scatterings of papers, files, and all manner of clutter adorned the old thing, the heaviest being the wolf's lazy attempt at polished boots, relaxing against the edge as he sat in an equally aged chair. The furniture here had aged with him, and it did by him well enough. There was a small glass filled too far with cheap whiskey attached to his paw. The expensive stuff never saw this office, if he could ever afford the expensive stuff. Cheap fitted the workplace. Ben's eyes were focused on that ceiling fan spinning slowly, and he let out a drawn-out sigh as his thoughts swam in no particular order. He was spacing out a little more than normally recently. Not that he cared. He just sat back and took what he assumed to be a sip of his drink. A big, long assumption. There you go. There's noir. There's a bit of noir. There's a rabbit. This one's a rabbit. She's a rabbit. Yeah. I like this. This is a fun paragraph. I like this paragraph. So that's the kind of like cheesy noir that I like. The obvious stereotype of the genre. It's cliche. It's knowable. Everyone knows what's coming. I love it. I love that. It's like my guilty pleasure is really bad cheesy noir. It's awesome. So I'm gonna write some. of that. This. I wonder why wolves aren't in noir more often. To be fair, yeah, I don't know. Well, the reason I started again with noir is the book I'm reading at the moment is noir. I picked it up at Confuzzled, and it's making me enjoy it. And this is, I have, oh man, my brain is like on fire with an idea, and I have it written down, so it's not going anywhere, and I'm so excited to get it out. I've always loved writing, anthropomorphic writing. I believe I've said that my number one thing on my bucket list is to get furry writing normalized into a goddamn bookshop. And I don't mean like, oh, I've tucked it in a corner where it's there but it's not. No. I want my books published in things like in places like Waterstones, Barnes and Noble, whatever. And I want it to be in the fantasy section or the crime section. And I just want it to be amongst all the other books. I want to generalize it. Open it up to the public. It's my biggest... it is my biggest desire to see it there. Writing anthro writing is great until I have to decide who I want to piss off by whether or not they wear shoes. True, but they can have specially designed shoes. But their peats would get dirty dust if they don't wear shoes. They're Peters. So, Alright, so I'm trying to... I know this isn't entertaining to look at a blank screen. I'm trying to organize my thoughts for this project because I have a loose plan, but I am intentionally not planning a lot. I don't want to overplan and then just get bogged down by the planning, right? Their dirty paws are essential to the plot. You don't understand? I don't, but Ruth probably will. Feel free to talk about anything dirty with Ruth. But if it's for the plot, then it's for the plot. Oh, wow. Noir, but it's set in France. I've read a couple books. I've read a couple noir things set in France. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I just need to start writing. Is the issue? I don't even have a header. I don't have a header message yet. This is a fresh document. These are always daunting. Blank canvas. Noir set in Greenland. Damn. Blank pages are terrifying. Greenland noir. I could probably. There you go, sorted. I love blank pages. It's the blank space after a half-filled page that scares me. Well, I mean... Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty. I need to put this over here. I need to move this because it's not actually doing me any favors. Oh, I should not put you here, but I'm going to because I'm dumb. That's fine. Just write in size 64 and it'll fill up quite quickly. No blank pages. I'm a blank your page. No, I don't think I will. Okay, just gotta start. Let me check my notes. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. That was very me-like. It's very un-Keita-like. I extend my apologies. Yay! I no longer do not have a blank page. And that is the end of the noir. Thank you for watching. This is a first draft. I get to just spam my writing. The cleanup comes afterwards. Whoa. Squeaky wheels. Ugh. Oh my god, I hate my fucking desk. Jesus. Hello. I will do that. Thank you. Oh, man. Rodents unspecified. Could be capybaras. Are capybaras rodents? Damn, I didn't know that. It's the biggest rodent. Aw. That's kind of cute. That's cute. That's cute. The larger the rodent, the more friend it is. That's true. That's true. I find the idea of slurs as a concept going out of fashion really funny for some reason. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Me too. Me too. See, now that I know that a capybara is a rodent, I want to look up more rodent types. A squirrel? A squirrel is a rodent. Gopher. Beaver? A beaver is a rodent? Whoa. I did not know that. They are the second largest living rodents. Huh. Whoa. Aw, petites. More like petite. They're cute. They're cute. Spring hare. Pedite. Pedetite. Siphon Africa. Nice. KV. That's a guinea pig. I looked up Victorian slang and swears jib or gib face meant an ugly person. Damn. Hey, you're such a jib face. That does feel a bit weird, actually. I'm not going to say that again. No, don't click things. Each day I left my door, I was at the whims of the angry mobs, the rats and squirrels. A hedge creeper was a slang for Lady of the Night. Oh, I see. Fair. Also gross. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Hi, Avon. 24 months. Oh my goodness. Koboldversary. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Hi, Frankie. Oh my gosh. Hi, Avon. Hi, Frankie. Thank you so much, the pair of you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought the protagonist was a predator species, which is the reason why rodents would chase him. He is. Yeah. Opossum. Opossum. The way that this... Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it later. This is a very stitched together plan that I have. I'm kind of making this up as I go. Is what I'm doing. My goodness. How are you both, by the way? How are you, Frankie? How are you, Avon? I appreciate the support a bunch. And I hope you're all well. My goodness. My gosh. You're doing good. Excellent. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Ba, 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 ba. Marks, thank you. 22 months. And a bonus tea bag because I'm having a cuppa. Oh, excellent. Look at those tails. Ba, 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 ba. I thank you very much for the support, and look at that, kicking off a hype train as well. The 5 sub thing is going on right now with Jelino. It is Pascal. That is correct. That is correct. 2 more months and it will be 2 years. What the fuck? Time flies when you're having fun, Mox. And you've made my life very fun. So thank you kindly. Two years of this fantastic Doug. Oh. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Pascal. I shall add you to the list. And who did you get? Pokemon 493, Cake Crochet, OK Peter, Vagra, hey Vagra, and Hikaj. Huzzah! It's a good thing Keita doesn't get flustered, right? Exactly, I'm cool as a cucumber. There is no flustering me. So I will add Pascal. Oh my, hi Mox.
By decree of the __ Mox, 5 subjects are now citizens of the Warren.
Hey, there's a TTS. I thought it was turned off. Hi Mox. You're already on the list, but I really appreciate the 5 gifted subs. Right? Yeah. Okay, maybe I will get a little... Now I'm on twice. You're so full of list. With Mox just going ham on the gift subs and giving one to Alia, Zachariah, Neva, Draco, and Sunio. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You are first on the list, Mox, which is fantastic and very exciting. Yippee! Wahoo! Ah! I appreciate you all. Why do I have to gift one more sub to unlock an emote? Stingy Twitch. Wait, what? Huh? That's so... What? That is very gross. Tell them off. Tell them off. And yes, we are still doing the gift sub push in this month, where there are bonus rewards if you gift 5 subs or more in the month of July. Details can be found in the Discord. Bye-bye. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna get back to it now. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the support and the hype train. Getting to level 4 on a Keita stream is very impressive. Whoa. Hello? Oh no, I spilled my tea. I mean my bits all over the podium. Sorry, Teach. I don't know what's worse. Spilling anything on my podium. Or your, well, spilling your bits, specifically. You'll have to see me after class, Mox. That's unacceptable behavior. We must rectify this. I'm gonna give you lines. But thank you for your bits, Mox. That's a non-small amount of bits as well. My goodness. That is very sweet of you. That is very sweet of you. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba. Oh no, more exposure to cute deer. I mean, detention. How terrible. Oh, Marks. You poor dragon. I'll have to deal with you. You know this. I guess I'll just have to deal with you. Ba, 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 ba. Da. This music. My message preview for this was very unfortunately cut off chat. I'm in them. Oh my. That's really funny. Yeah, that's really funny. Oh, hi, Viri. Hi, darling. Is this your hold music? Yes, this is my hold music. This is my this is the music playing on the train, the sub train. Hi, darling. How are you? Welcome on in. This is the music that plays while I hold you. You're holding me? Oh, I think not. I think I'm getting you. Suspended. A sub-train, you say? Very. Darling. Thank you.
By decree of Veritage, 5 subjects are now citizens of the Warren.
Oh my goodness. Magnolia, Zooberry, oh hey, a Yingler, that's cool. Calm and Iron Agenda, both getting gift subs. Thank you so much, you sweet bean. You're so sweet. You're very kind. Oh, I wondered. Pascal extending that hype train at the very end with a gift sub to Dead Meat. Excellent. Oh my god. We are only 15 subs away from the next emote slot, which is baffling. And we have a little message. Yay. From Mox. With the message, Viri is a an absolute creature. Which, agreed. Agreed. And thank you, Pascal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now I get to listen to this music even more. The __ Mox. There we go. Congratulations, Mox. You have become added. Screw it, I'm trying for the greedy goose one more time. Oh my gosh. You're the only one carrying on the underscores as he banned them. Really? Wow. That's interesting. I will respect your full name. If ever you're in trouble, Mox, if ever you're in trouble in the class, I am shouting out, the __ Mox. How dare you? See me after class. That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. A level 6. A little crazy. 15 sub points gets me my next emote slot. And this is the first stream of July, which is what the heck? Why are y'all so sweet? I appreciate it, is what I do. It's not on my birth certificate, no, but it is a regional pronunciation. That's fair. It's a maiden name. Because you deserve every bit of it. You? I deserve you. And nothing but you. But all of this love is also appreciated. You're so sweet, Viri. You're also sweet, but Viri especially is sweet, but I'm biased. Viri is my favorite student. Hee. Da 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 da. Viri, can you make audiobooks so I can listen to your cute voice some more? Thanks. I second this notion. Viri, if you can read me some books for me to go to sleep to, I would love that. Yeah, that would be very sweet. Hearing Viri talk is healing and so relaxing. I adore listening to them. Give me a moment. Any suggestions? Ooh. The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. It's my favorite story by Edgar Allan Poe. And there goes the hype train. There it goes. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all. Oh, it's very quiet now. It's very quiet. Here, let me fix that. Very key to suggestion there. Thank you. I have the pleasure of hearing and seeing Viri most Fridays during community night. So what if I'm scolded for injuring myself each community night? I still get to hear that sweet voice. What was the name again? The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. Oh yeah, Dust got there quicker than me. Quoth the Raven, that heart's kind of creepy. I remember the Raven saying that. Yeah, I remember. Wait. The Raven. Wait, no, there's a lot wrong with that. The Raven is not. That's Nevermore. Telltale Heart's a completely different story. Get it right. You got it? Oh, I am going to be so blessed. You don't know everything the Raven ever did in Quoth. Maybe it did a transcription of the Telltale Heart with its own pretext. Yeah, well, maybe it left an addendum and a revised edition. Who can say? I can't. Quoth the Raven, you don't know me. Take a nick of a Southern possum's tail. Oh my goodness. I'll let Ruth know. Hey Ruth, the excited dragon is here to see you. You're very sweet, Mox. You're very cute. Ruth and Keita are friends. I wouldn't go that far. Wouldn't think they'd ever be seen together. We unfortunately inhabit the same body. Kind of have to. But that doesn't mean we're friends. We just know each other. We're just colleagues. I've never seen a Ruth and Keita in the same room. Good. That means it's working. Keita is just Ruth with underwear on. What? No. Clean underwear. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Then eventually, over time, it becomes Ruth again. Ugh. Gross. Ruth probably does not wear underwear. No, Ruth kind of does the naked from the waist down kind of vibe. You know, like hoodie or punk attire. But especially in this weather, nothing from the waist down. probably has the pouch exposed as well. You know. You know what? Just doesn't wear clothes. Probably in summer. That fucking possum. I should go see Ruth. Hi, Max. Ruth wears underwear specifically so he can take it off in my head. Oh my gosh. Isn't that kind of what we do? Isn't that kind of the point of clothing? You put it on, you go through the day just to take it off. Like, that's kind of how it works. So I'm stupid. I sent quotes to someone, but I typed them out rather than copy pasting them. Why does that make you stupid, Pascal? That does not make you stupid. I think it makes you... Actually, there's been a slight study that shows intentionally writing out information can help with the brain processing information, sorting information, and repeating information. Clearly, I don't do a lot of it. So you're making yourself smarter. Congratulations. Too old to be smart. Put me in an elder care facility. I'm gonna put you in a food processor and make burgers. Sorry, Pascal. I hope you understand. No. I could never. I could never. looked at more Victorian slang, and there's one that suits me quite well. A meter is a coward. Why? Why on earth is meter? Oh, you're such a meter. I don't get that. Why are the Victorians weird? What was wrong with them? Well, they were on a lot of opium, actually, and cocaine. Never mind, I figured out what's wrong with them. I have an MP3, where should I post it? Oh my goodness. I mean, if you want to share it publicly, you could put it in Kita's Corner. If you want it to be private, then you know where to send it. But if you want people to hear it, I would absolutely adore it to be in Kita's Corner for me to listen to after stream. My goodness. You ask, why are they weird? Like they're not on every drug, pent up like a clock spring, and had wallpaper that can block divination magic. Oh, that's so accurate. That's so funny. Oh. Oh hell yeah! I got an all okay from Lou. Nice. BRB. Okay, Pascal. Have a good look. Posted. Excellent. Thank you very. 9 whole minutes of very... Oh, what a treat. Genuinely quite happy with the ending. Oh my goodness. That's good. I will enjoy listening to that. Thank you. I'm eating a burrito under my desk. Huh? Mox, is this like is this a euphemism? A euphemism for something? Who's the burrito? Woo? Question mark? Perhaps. Gotta be real. Eating a burrito under my desk sounds like a euphemism for giving myself a stomachache to get out of work. Whoa. Ah. Burritos are delicious. I believe you. I believe you. They're not my favorite thing, but I do like burritos. I've had 2 burritos in my life. One was amazing. The other was kind of mid. Damn. 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 My store sells steak and cheddar ones, and they are wrapped in a tortilla. Oh, that does sound good. Ooh, I could go for that. place not too far from me that does pulled pork or chicken burritos with the works. I'd go if the line wasn't longer than the store. Oh, but that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Damn. Pulled pork is so good, in a burrito especially. This is just kind of being made up as I go, by the way. I have a vague idea in my head of where I want this to end up, but until I get there, I have no idea how I'm going to get there. So this is fine. It's very, very weakly written, I think, but I want to get the main story out. And then I can touch it up and change pieces and make it sound better, you know. But I know that the language feels very weak at the moment. goodness. Oh. I plan to make this so gay. You know how difficult it is for my brain? Because all I want to do is get to the scene that I have in my head, which has inspired this. Part of me does not want to write the rest of it. I want to write the thing in my head. But I need to get there. I need to be slow with it. Methodical. And that is difficult. Me when the payoff requires build-up. Yeah, just give me the payoff. But like, with all the power of the build-up. But with none of the build-up. You get payoff. But no build-up. Or, well, you get build-up but no payoff. Or you get payoff. Unlimited payoff. But no payoff. Bang. Bang, there's payoff. Yay, woo. goodness. This song is very nice to listen to. I like this. Hey, look at this. Look at this. I agree with this. That's true. Yeah. I'm already thinking that I might want to change this. I can see where I can take this in different directions, and I can play around with like writing various paths, I suppose, because I can see a scenario where they don't get shot, but they get roughed up themselves. And then so they leave, but they come back for like a revenge sort of thing, right? This one's very much shock value. I could go for more of a revenge thing later. I could also just completely change this opening bit, because I have a second idea on how to get. Because the whole point is getting the possum to this area. This bar was the first draw that I had. Once he's there, he can do his merry little crimes and be gay. But how I get there can take different paths, and I think that's fun to play with. But this one has very much been without a lot of planning. So this is just where my brain kind of took it. It can work. It's not my favorite. I think I'm gonna change it, but for now it can work. Kita, can you recommend me your favorite letter? My favorite letter? Goodness, what is my favorite letter? I think my favorite letter is Y. Y? God damn it. I feel like I walked into that. I don't know. Something about its shape, a capital Y in particular. There's something about the shape of a capital Y which gives me enjoyment. Because like it's just 3 lines interconnected into one central point. The standard Y is curled. And they are distinctly separate lengths. But the capital Y, I believe, is the same length. Shaped like a button-up shirt if you removed every external line. Yeah, I get that. It's like a crossroad. It's a meeting point. It sounds good. I like the way it sounds on my tongue, or the absent lack of using my tongue for it, I suppose. The why. And yeah, there you go. That is my favorite letter. Kia's not feeling good. It has curled herself up under my big orange blanket. I'm gonna let the pupper eat. That's a good idea. Pups usually know when best to rest. Give them some good scritches when they want them. From me. Oh man, I need to clean my keyboard at some point. Oh, I shouldn't look. Anyway, there's my favorite ladder. Ruth got junk all over the keyboard. To be fair, it's mostly just dust. Yeah, my mod got dirt all over my keyboard. Thanks, dust. There's a couple spills here and there as well, but it'll be fine. I only get dirt on your stuff intentionally. You know how that's worse, right? No, fair enough. Hey, Ruth won't complain. I will get my cane. Alright. I'm going to finish up this last little bit and then wrap up. But this is an exciting little start. I need to change one line up here. Hi, Fuba. Hello. Hello. Good to see you. If you wonder why it suddenly got so stinky, it's because I have returned. Welcome back, Pascal. I'm in a constant state of getting everything dirty for Ruth during his streams, then cleaning it again when Kita comes on. True. It's a constant Ouroboros. Wait, did I not? No, I never said it. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I hope you're well, Fubar. I hope you're okay. I'm better. Good. Good. Got Friday off because it's the world's most important holiday. A happy Hanukkah. Friday the... I don't know, what's this Friday? What's going on? You know what it is? You just... Fubar, if I knew what it was, I would not be playing this game. This is the 4th. May the 4th be with you! Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's Star Wars Day, right? That's correct. I remember now. Yeah. May the 4th. Yeah, the rest of the world just didn't think about it. Don't worry about it, Dust. Yeah, it's May the 4th. And then the 6th is follow-up, right? Revenge of the 6th. Yeah. Cool. July the 4th be with you. I'm going to bap you. I'm going to eat you. We know who's winning. And now, what? I'm playing by America's rules, and that is not fairly. I'll come over there and light so many fireworks. They don't bother me, so I go for it. We light fireworks for fucking up Parliament Day. You know, the day where he fucked up and could have made everyone's lives better but didn't, and now we celebrate by burning his body. It's kind of fucked, actually, when you think about it. All while blasting the Star-Spangled Banner. Fubar, you understand how that sounds like sex, right? Who's out here blasting their Star-Spangled Banner? Am I right? Am I right? Christmas? No, 4th of November. Remember the 4th of November? The 5th, even. It's the 5th. Sorry, not the 4th. It's the 5th. Remember the 5th of November? You should play Final Fantasy XIV. They have a Star-Spangled Subligar. I don't know what that means. Independence Day. It's the day we all sit down and watch Independence Day. Hey. Independence Day. I think that was an okay film. That sure is patriotism. That sure is... I don't understand service to a country in the nicest way. I don't disrespect people who do. I personally hold no fucking care to any country ever. I simply exist in them. If that gets me shot, fantastic. I can't wait. It was terrible, and they kill Will Smith in the first 5 minutes. That doesn't sound too bad. That sounds like a pretty good film, actually. Service isn't for everyone. I know people in the service. Oh no, sorry, I don't mean. Okay, that was badly worded on my part. Patriotism in general, the love for one's country. I don't understand the. I don't understand it because again, I didn't choose this. I simply live here based on my environment. And I'm sure a lot of Americans are currently feeling the same way. My country has never really done anything for me. Made quite a lot worse. Couldn't imagine being zealously patriotic. People who do it unironically and like without abandon and with such enthusiasm scare me, because like what else is that going? I'll be the first to tell you that America is not in a good spot. We only do it for the memes. Americans are generally considered America, fuck yeah, and in reality there is not a lot of people that actually do that. Yeah, I think it's that case of the smallest is usually the loudest, right? I think, you know what? Here, hold on. Let's hop over here and have this conversation. It's very much the small minority tend to be the loudest, and it's made louder when you have guns. So, on the same boat. It's good to love where you come from. The country is beautiful, just not the way it's ran. See, even that is like weird to me. In a nice way. I'm not discrediting it, but I don't love where I come from. I don't know where I come from because I was born in Germany. I was raised in Ireland. It's our country. We're here. Yeah, but you could be anywhere. It's just land. It's just land that you pay tax to. Ooh, and have citizenship. Like, it's just dirt. But that's what but this is my end of it, this is where I don't see it at all. If that's how you see it, that's fantastic. You know, that's cool. Will not take that from you at all. I personally would probably be very nomadic if I could. I would travel a lot. I very much don't want to... I appreciate nature, but I do not attach that to, like, a home or things like that. Some people have a calling to their country, some don't. Yeah. Again, it's almost like we're completely different people with aspirations, personalities, and differences. It's just not one I understand. I want to travel to EU and see my buds. I want to see you, Mox. I want to see you. I personally want to visit the Netherlands for no reason really in particular. I want to visit the Netherlands. I hear there's some cute fucking people there who deserve to get kissed. Hey, look, there's one of them. Whoa. I also need to go to the UK at some point so I can bully you. Yeah. Yeah, you do. And by that, I mean I can just drool over you and you can melt. My lack of patriotism probably stems from my lack of community. Well, the thing is a lot of things are online now. There's less things to be patriotic about because the community that you have is online. That is probably what you care for, more than, you know, Nancy down the road or Jim who's fighting for his country. Hey Keita, if purely hypothetically I was in the UK in the next year, would you be opposed to a wolf abandoned on your doorstep? I would welcome you in, give you a bath, and teach you calculus. I would 100% say hello, let you stay a bit, feed you, show you around. Wartime surprisingly invokes a lot of patriotism. I wouldn't say it's surprising. I would say it's a lot of the propaganda which goes into young minds, which is not so much the case these days. That I feel like patriotism is very much a choice, which is a good thing. People should choose to be patriotic. Gone are the days where it was taught, or it's not as ingrained. It is an option, which is what it should be. Which is cool. But yeah, Dust, you should visit. You should visit, absolutely. Ba, ba, ba. Maybe I'm talking about the steak, maybe I'm not. Oh my goodness. I want people to visit. I need places for people to come, but alrighty. I think I'm not going to be getting any more writing done. I think my brain's just suddenly turned off. If I visit, I demand to cook for you. Yeah, I would be upset if you didn't, honestly. You're such a good cook. But I would want to cook for you as well. We can trade days. We can have a day each of cooking. Okay. Trying to plan a trip and figuring out how many friends I can reasonably drop in on without spending too much on accommodation. Well, if you visit me, accommodation would be free because you can stay here. That's pretty simple. Food is also provided. Do that thing like as you did on stream and just be your butler for the day. Oh my goodness, a foobar butler? I would be so lucky. I could be so lucky. Alrighty. I'm gonna head this way. That's the wrong way. I meant this way. We're here now. Yeah, thank you everybody. That was a fun return to the writing streams. I'm hoping to get this project kicked off a bit. I'll welcome back. Thank you, Fuba. Thank you. I didn't realize how long a break I took. It is fun to be back. I'm excited for the sub push going forward. Having already so much support has been super sweet of you all. Once again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, details are in the announcements page on the Discord. That will have everything you need to know about the sub push, all the rewards you can get, etc. Speaking of, let me roll some credits. Oh. So we have Pebbles, Avon, Frankie, Marks, Cake, Hikaj, Pokemon, OK Paito, Vagra, Neva, Zachariah, Draco, Elias, Sunio, Magnolia, Zuberus, Ion, Calm, Aowa, and Deadmeat with the subs, gift subs, and Mox and Pascal with the cheers. And thank you to my moderators. Thank you. Thank you for the stream. It really improved my mood. You're a good presence. Aw. That's very sweet of you to say, Mox, and I'm glad it helped. I'm very glad to hear that. I was about to rage you. Aw. You're raiding out? I am. Sorry, we wrap up earlier for the raiding streams. But I appreciate you stopping by. Who am I raiding? Let's find out. Let's see who is alive. That's not. No, wait. Oh, that works. We have Laveau. We could hop over to Laveau. Hello. That's loud. Yeah, let's go say hi to Laveau, I think. Thank you, Rex. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for watching. You are all very kind. And yeah, I will see you around in the Discord or on the next stream. Thank you very much, and goodbye.